Hi, my name is Aaron Horschig. I'm a doctor of physical therapy, and I want to introduce today a brand new screening process we just developed called the AMI, or Athlete Movement Index. Typically what we find in today's day and age is that we're very reactive, medically speaking, to athletes' injuries. Instead, we need to be taking a proactive stance in how we view injuries so that we can detect them early and then make changes that can otherwise decrease an athlete's risk for injury. Too often today, I see way too many athletes that come to me after a traumatic knee injury, such as a torn ACL, that otherwise could have been prevented if we could have found their movement issues prior to injury. If we're able to assess the way in which an athlete moves and discover their weak points in movement, we can then use this understanding to allow us to give a preventative program for these athletes that can then not only address muscular weaknesses, but movement deficiencies, effectively targeting the reason for traumatic injury in the lower body. The AMI is comprised of 5 movement tests that allow us a glimpse into how each individual athlete moves through patterns that require whole body mobility, stability, and motor control. The patterns chosen for the AMI are specific to athletic movement requirements regardless of sport. Each athlete will go through the 5 movement tests: the deep squat, the lateral touchdown, single hop for distance, triple crossover hop for distance, and Y balance test, and will be scored on a simple scale from 0 to 3. A score of 3 will be awarded to movement patterns free of compensation and dysfunction. A score of 2 will be assigned to movement patterns that show some smaller compensations or asymmetries, while a score of 1 means the athlete was unable to perform the test without large compensations, loss of balance, or considerable asymmetry. A score of 0 means the athlete reported pain at some time during the testing procedure, regardless of quality of movement, and should be immediately referred for medical counsel with a specialist for further evaluation. In building a house, making sure that that house has a strong and stable foundation is more important than making sure that the house is furnished with expensive furniture or other appliances. The same goes for our athletic body. An athlete's movement patterns dictate how strong their foundation for their physical body can be. If we discover through the AMI that they have movement deficiencies, asymmetries in their body's ability to produce power, strength, and balance, or their quality suffers during any of the squatting tests, it shows that that athlete has an issue with their foundation, and they are set up for failure. Regardless of the type of injury an athlete may sustain to the lower body, they all have the same rooted risk factor: poor movement quality. What we need to do with the AMI is to discover these weak links in movement, be proactive, so that we can then decrease an athlete's risk for injury throughout their competitive season. Screen smarter, move safer, excel together. This is the goal of the AMI.